This morning on DC News Now, we're talking about those temperatures in the 40s and 50s. We just jumped up to 60 in DC at this hour. But as we look ahead towards later on today, we're tracking those highs, low to mid 70s and the sunshine. Get out there and enjoy it. I will look ahead towards that Memorial Day weekend forecast coming up.
Also coming up this morning, new video shows a suspect fighting for an officer's gun moments before he was shot and killed. An update on the investigation into what happened.
And raising property taxes, the decision Montgomery County Council members made and how it is going to impact homeowners.
And getting ready for one of the busiest travel days of the year. We have tips that can save you time and stress ahead of Memorial Day weekend.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, it's almost 8 o'clock on this Friday morning. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. We're going to start you off with a live look outside, kicking off this Memorial Day weekend, getting ready to start. Jackie, what can people expect?
Yeah, well, we're tracking the sunshine out there right now. That sunshine does stick around through the day today. We're gradually starting to warm up. We did just jump to 60 degrees at the top of this hour. We're 54, though, in Hagerstown, 55 in Manassas, and we're still noticing those low 50s, Winchester and Martinsburg, but 30s still holding on to that in Woodstock. Bit of a chilly start out that way, but eventually we'll notice those temperatures bouncing back into the 70s across the region. Satellite radar showing us the mainly clear skies. Just have a few clouds down towards our south. That's associated with a system that could be bringing us a few of those spotty showers Sunday as well as on Memorial Day Monday. But for today and tomorrow, we're tracking the dry conditions today. We're seeing the mainly sun-filled skies. Just a few clouds strolling by about 5 p.m. But those highs low to mid 70s out there for your Friday afternoon. So again, towards tomorrow, though, we'll also see those highs into the 70s. Tomorrow, we start off with the sun, and eventually we start to notice a few more clouds strolling in by the latter half of the afternoon into the early evening. Then we're going to be tracking a few of those spotty showers for the second half of the holiday weekend. Of all the latest coming up with that 8-day forecast, but Tosin is here with another check of those roadways. How's traffic?
In PG County, looking good. Speaking of holiday weekends, this is someplace probably you're going to see a lot of people at. This is the National Harbor at Waterfront Street, looking good at this hour. Still in PG County, people hopping on the Beltway, seeing volume at this time. This is by Route 1, so this could be either holiday travel weekend or people just getting ready to go to work like we are at this time. Let's get you out the door at 8:01 with your drive times. If you're going Woodbridge to Springfield, it's going to take you about 21 minutes. Haymarket to the Beltway, 31 minutes. If you're headed to Dulles to maybe catch a flight right now, it'll take you about 36 minutes.
All right, Tosin, thank you. Your time right now is 8:01.
That is right. Taking a quick look at your Know and Go headlines this morning. First up, Fairfax County Police have released body camera footage of a police shooting involving a man accused of stealing a U-Haul. They say the man attacked the officer right near Richmond Highway on May 11th. Officials say other responding officers shot and killed the man.
And AAA projecting more than 42 million Americans are getting ready for Memorial Day travel this weekend. That's a 7% increase compared to last year. If you're hitting the road today, travel experts suggest leaving before noon. They also predict the worst travel time is between 3 and 6 p.m.
And lawmakers are on standby right now to vote on a potential compromise to resolve the debt ceiling debate between President Biden and Speaker McCarthy. Democrats took to the House floor this week to air their frustrations on the deal not getting done just yet. Republicans say they hope Speaker McCarthy stands firm on his proposed cuts. Right now, we do want to warn you, some viewers might find this video coming up to be a bit graphic. It shows a Fairfax County officer being attacked by a man last month on Richmond Highway.
Yeah, police say that man was accused of stealing a U-Haul, and when officers arrived, they say the man was shot several times and died at the scene. DC News Now's Max Marcilla has the body cam video capturing parts of the incident.
Driving a U-Haul? Yeah. Can you talk to me real quick over here?
A Fairfax County police officer, only identified now as a third-year FCPD cop, walked up to Brandon LeMagne and, after a brief conversation, said he was going to handcuff him because the U-Haul he pulled up to a gas station on Richmond Highway in was flagged as stolen. But then LeMagne started attacking the officer, reaching for his gun.
Get off my gun! Get off my gun!
The tussle moved to inside the police car, which spun out and crashed into the neighboring McDonald's. Then 2 officers responded. The first officer, an 8-year veteran, fired several shots, and then a second officer went up to a car, pulled LeMagne out, and we're going to pause the video here because this is the moment he fired 3 shots at LeMagne on the ground. At a press conference, Police Chief Kevin Davis offered his assessment after viewing the body-worn camera video.
He was assaulted, he was taken hostage, he was abducted. the actions of the two responding officers, I believe, were more than appropriate given what we know then and now.
The investigations, both by the independent prosecutor and internally within FCPD, will look into the officer's actions, as well as what the first officer knew about who was in the car when he fired the initial shots. Keep in mind, when the shots started, both the officer and suspect were in the car.
Did they think it was just the perpetrator? Did they think the officer was still in the car? That's something we're going to ask as the investigation moves forward.
Keep going, man. Keep going, man. Don't even bother. Leave him how he is.
There are also questions around this response by officers who tended to their fellow cop and his injuries first. The officer involved in the struggle was never shot.
But I think in this particular case, the perpetrator was deceased, and the police officers on the scene were certainly concerned about their colleague.
Police say LeMagny used a fake identification to rent a U-Haul near the Richmond area and never returned it, which is why it was flagged as stolen. Now, police are still working to figure out which of the shots proved to be the fatal one. Reporting in Fairfax County, Max Marcella, DC News Now.
And Fairfax County Commonwealth Attorney Stephen Toscano released a statement to DC News Now. He said in part, quote, "At this stage, consistent with standard operating procedure, my team is undertaking an independent and thorough review."
Your time right now is 8:05. The Montgomery County Council is moving ahead with a $6.7 billion budget. Now, this comes with a 4.7-cent property tax increase. The council set aside more than $3 billion for Montgomery County Public Schools. That's an 8.4% increase from this fiscal year. The council president says he's happy with the change. County Executive Mark Elrich says it is still not enough.
Some council members wanted higher taxes, some wanted lower taxes, and this is what democracy is all about.
Our per pupil spending, when adjusted for inflation, has gone down since 2010. Today, we're only spending 80% of what we used to spend on our schools.
Elrich says council members are relying on $30 million in federal emergency COVID funds that will not be available in the future. And in Prince George's County, the county council approved a $4.5 billion budget, with a majority of that money going towards education and public safety. This after the county executive announced a $60 million shortfall in projected income tax revenue. The new budget increases funds for rental assistance and affordable housing. It also funds a camera incentive program meant to help people deter crime.
A Montgomery County teen is opening up about his terrifying experience during an attempted home burglary. He said he knew something was wrong when his mom said they were not expecting any guests. Now, Ring camera video captures the moment. A man dressed in a reflective jacket, ski mask, holding a grass trimmer, walks into a Gaithersburg home Wednesday morning. The teenager said the intruder tried kicking down the door. He then said he climbed on top of the roof to call police.
I was just in bed and I heard some ruffling downstairs. I had called my mom and she wasn't expecting anyone coming to the house, so I knew there was something wrong. Next thing I know, I hear more ruffling and these guys are walking up the stairs. Just when you're in that situation, you never know whether someone has something, so you just gotta get away.
Police say there were two men who entered the home. Officials are encouraging neighbors to check their cameras for more video of the incident. And Maryland Supreme Court issued an order preventing the reinstatement of Adnan Syed's murder conviction by a lower court. This means Syed will not return to jail while Maryland's highest court decides whether to hear his appeal. Syed regained freedom in September. Prosecutors, though, moved to vacate his conviction, saying they found alternative suspects and unreliable evidence used during the trial. All right, time right now is 8:08. This holiday weekend is the unofficial start to summer for a lot of people.
That is right. That means traffic is going to increase on many of the roads as people make their way to their destinations, including the beach. Our Lex Suarez is live in Annapolis this morning with a look at the Bay Bridge. Lex, you've been there all morning long now. Has traffic started to pick up by now?
Yes, traffic is starting to pick up here at the Bay Bridge, and specifically when you're first approaching it, we saw lots of cars starting to bottleneck over there as you're starting to approach the bridge just next to where I am. And then as they get on the bridge, you can still see the traffic is still flowing pretty well right now, but it is picking up. And of course, like you guys said earlier this morning, AAA says that after 12 o'clock in the afternoon, it is going to be the worst time to travel. They say that today is going to be the busiest day for road travel this weekend. And as you said, the Bay Bridge connects people to the beach, Ocean City, Maryland, Delaware beaches, and even New Jersey if they want to bypass that Baltimore traffic. So this is going to be a busy area for those drivers who are leaving the DMV. Well, AAA says that metro areas are going to be seeing travel times doubling this weekend as people travel for the holiday. And this is as road travel is expected to hit just under pre-pandemic levels. We know that gas prices are lower than they were last year, and it's estimated 2 million more Americans will be hitting the roads than they did last year. Well, as far as air travel goes, we're going to see a lot of traffic there as well. It's expected to hit over pre-pandemic levels and actually be the busiest the airports have been on Memorial Day weekend since 2005. With Memorial Day road trips up 6% from last year, according to AAA. If you're traveling today, which is going to be the busiest travel day for the roadways this weekend, my suggestion is to make sure you got a good playlist, pack yourself a snack, and just enjoy the ride and enjoy welcoming this unofficial start to summer. If you don't want to hit any traffic or you don't want to hit as much traffic, but you still want to hit the road this weekend, Saturday and Sunday are going to be the choice days to do that for you. Live in Annapolis, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
All right, your time right now is 8:10 this morning. Flags line the headstones at Arlington National Cemetery ahead of Memorial Day. Hundreds of soldiers took part in the annual ceremony. They hope this serves as a tribute and a reminder of their ultimate sacrifice. Now, one soldier placing a flag at his great uncle's headstone.
You get to take a moment and think about that person and, say thank you in a very small ways as you plant that flag.
Be thankful and grateful for these individuals that have paved the way, because if it wasn't for them and if it wasn't for us, then who knows where our nations would be.
Remember why this long weekend is here. It wasn't, just given, it was earned by a lot of the service members out here.
Soldiers place flags at more than 250,000 graves. All right, your time now is 8:11. One of Frederick County's historic libraries bought in an attempt to preserve the iconic building.
Coming up, how they plan to keep the building in good shape, plus the